Hey, good evening all. Good evening Daksh. Good evening Arush, Ankad, Jayesh. Nice to have many of you here. Good evening Prab. Let's start. How many of you undergone this soft skill training before you search job or after you join the job? Have you ever attended any soft skills training? You can comment here. Okay. You haven't, yeah. Prab is saying I haven't not done any training, sir. Okay. See this, not it. Jay is also saying not it. Okay, fine. See the reason this topic has chosen is the recent days we are seeing many people having a very good academic records and they have some of the rank holders also there and they are not able to get the job and many profiles are coming and they say on they couldn't able to get selected in the campus and or the off-campus interviews are not happening and even if it happens they are not able to clear such interviews. Uh, the reason again and again this people saying that no HR not disclosed anything and but many of them even though they have a very good scores or percentage they couldn't able to clear some of the interviews and some of the opportunities what they got also some people like after 3 months after 6 months they have initially gone through the training in their organization also after 3 6 months again they couldn't able to continue because of not for performance because of this kind of uh, skills they are missing and based on that the organization has asked them to develop it and come back so that's and they lost the job also. These are the latest few learnings. So we thought, why don't we give the knowledge on or awareness about this, how these soft skills are very important. As we have to see this as a employable skills. So instead of looking as a just soft skills, it's we have to see as a employability skills. Uh, while this job seekers, you are prepared to share the tangible knowledge and the technical abilities with the potential employers, but the from the organization, the recruiters who are on the job of taking people, so they are increasingly interested to in a job candidates interpersonal skills or the soft skills or any of the employability skills. Uh, these behaviors actually indicating how a person will function as an employee and fit into the organization culture. So that's the more important thing they are looking. Many people say, I got so much percentage or I have an in-depth knowledge in one in my what you have technology and hard skill what you have so they are expecting this kind of a soft skills. So this soft skills like teamwork communication leadership productivity and nowadays like it's more critical thinking are widely required by the employers and the organizations which are in very fast growth path or those who are already gone to the big level and they are but these kind of skills are inconsistently taught in the schools colleges and universities and even in the some of the workplaces. when any new hires are lack on these skills, even simple like writing a professional email or communicating with their leads or managers or with the team members, and prioritizing how to prioritizing the task. And if they are lagging in that, it's creating the obstacle in their workplace. So that's why these soft skills are getting more and more important. Even though you are very strong in your core and technology subject, if you are not able to deliver or able to deliver this soft aspect, and you may not be able to survive for a long time. And even if you get the job, there are people after some time they are losing it, since they have not developed such soft skills, not able to sustain in their job. So better try to focus on how to develop such soft skills. And see, instead of presenting this soft skills as a desired qualification of potential employees, now in the industry we should promote their value and require all potential and current employees should develop, and we need to nurture them. Uh, Even people, those who got the job, like they are also struggling to grow in their career, and many people they are stuck with where they started, and some people, because of some lack in the communications, they are not able to grow in their career also. The moment we say communication, most of the people think it's a language. So, more talking in English. So it's not language. What you know and how you can able to communicate that, and able to convince or able to make others understand in a simple way, that is the communication. So people, the moment we say communication, no, I am good in English, I am good in my regional language. But if you don't know how to put it in a very nice way, or you don't know how to articulate things, what you know, and when you are expressing to the others, that's the catch we have. So communication is, even some people are good in oral, but some people are not good in written, and some people are only good in written, but they are not good in oral. So uh, which is need to be improved. You need to identify. Here, it's not the language, but it's more showing the confidence when you are communicating, and how you are communicating, and how you are making others to understand. And so, in fact, the organizations nowadays, when they hire the new people, they are looking this employability skills, and they are ranking them as a high as technical aptitude also. So don't give lesser importance to that. Many institutions I have seen, they have the placement cell, and through the placement cell they are training the people in communication skill, presentation skill, group discussion, all that is happening. People are doing for the purpose of getting the job. Yeah, it's beyond that. Okay, so soft skill is not trying to impress the people and get the job. So it's beyond that. You should know certain things under the soft skills. We will see what are those, and what the challenges people are going through while trying to learn this soft skills also. Okay. And most of the organizations currently, like they need to train all the new employees with the technical skills, and also they expecting them to perform in their jobs very quickly. So even day one productivity is there, so that is well and good, but that is very ideal state I'm talking about. But most of them are struggling uh, 3 months to 6 months to bring them to their full productivity. Even some organizations are accepting, and they are allowing them to learn things up to 1 year. But if you look at the current trend, 1 year is too much of time, and you need to pick up very quickly, and you have to not only performing on the your technology side, you have to be develop this soft skills also. And while we say this hard skills are fundamental to an employee's performance. But many of the industry research and the surveys done by the consulting firms, it shows that the employees are more often have concerns about the gaps in the employees' so-called soft skills. That's the gap everybody's seeing it. Even earlier it was they are giving the curriculum to the colleges to bring the people up to the speed on the technology. So even if they are coming to the technology side, they are really good, but on the soft skill side, it's worrying part for many of the organizations, and the gap is there. It's a it has to be addressed, and it it cannot be forced by somebody. Each individuals who are having that challenge, they have to realize, and they have to accept that change, and they have to undergone go through that change. Then only it can be that gap can be filled. So, what are those that most important soft skills in this? Any industry is expecting from the people. That's what we should and know that, and so that you can get prepared on it. Before that, I'll see any questions. Ankat is asking, what are the soft skills we need to have and upgrade? Okay, ourselves for the corporate world. I'm giving the variety the 6 or 7, but it is not limited. But these are the latest or consistently expected from the new hires, or even if you're after joining in the corporate, you need to develop more and more on these areas. Uh, the first one is the teamwork and collaboration. Nowadays, you are getting the team members from different parts of the geography, so you need to collaborate more and more. Individually, you can contribute and grow. You are making mistake. You need to collaborate more and more, and you have to be part of the teamwork. Um, so your individual contributions are going to help the team success. That is more important than your individual growth. So that's the understanding you should have. So see how you can complement with your strength to the team strength. So similarly, where you need to develop, if you feel that you are not having some of the capabilities, that will help the team to achieve more. So then better focus on developing such areas also. And the second important one, oral and written communication. This is again and again coming across the globe, because there are common language, official languages, or people are following in some part of the world, like some organizations are very strict about some of the foreign languages has to be known. But nowadays, there are client facing or customer facing people need to have such language one, but others should have the proper communication to communicate within the team. And if it is all from the same place or same country or same city or same region, it's good. But even in that people, so if you know multiple languages, that will help you. Apart from that, whichever language you are comfortable in, that how you can confidently able to communicate, that is more important. And nowadays a lot of people are taking help of Google translations, and some of them may not be more grammatical way, like it may give some errors, but at least you can able to communicate with you can start learning that language also, and slowly you can build your strength on that language also. So it's more coming from the practice. Any language, if you practice it, I think it's easy when you are continuously putting effort to learn it. And when you are speaking or writing uh, within the team, like everyone, when you are in that environment, everyone talks in that language, and if you don't know the language and you are learning, it's very quick to learn, because very uh, evident that many people who moved or migrated from one region to another region, they have picked up this language. So this is not the biggest barrier. When you are in comfort zone and you have a mindset, fixed mindset, then if you don't want to learn any new language, then it's a difficult. Otherwise, it's a doable one. And the third one is analytical reasoning and critical thinking. This is nowadays very getting more important in the VUCA world. This critical thinking is very much required, because a lot of diversification and a lot of dynamism. So you need to have this critical thinking and analytical reasoning. It's very much required, because everything happening on data. So uh, without having this analytical reasoning, you may not be able to sign or grow fast. That's what people say. Oh, without analytical, can't I grow in my career? You can, but it may be very slow, or you may get stagnated in one point. So better to pick up this analytical reasoning. And the fourth one is the complex problem solving, and different ways of solving the problem, approaching the problem in different methodologies, knowing the different ways of solving the problem. So these are the things are very much required. Even if you have a very strong technical and core industry knowledge, when you don't have the knack of solving the problem and on time, and especially when it is very critical, and if you have to solve it in a very shorter time, so this is really required. You need to ask the help when you are really not able to solve it. And some people having the superstitious ego, or having more knowledge on certain areas, they are not asking the help also. So uh, for one of the help, and you also need to involve others. And with the help of people, you can solve many problems. If you want to, if you are trying to solve on your own, that's where you are getting stuck. Better to with the open mindset, take the others inputs also, and try to resolve the problems. And the fifth one is agility and adaptability. This is very much required in the agile environment, and also in the VUCA world. This is highly expected from each one of the talent which is coming to the organization, or which is coming to the team. So better have that adaptability. You cannot be rigid, or you cannot have a fixed things you want to follow, and you need to really be adaptive for the environment, or for the requirement, or for the demand which is coming from the customer side. But it's more flexibility. It's not that you have to totally listen, or totally accept that what they are saying is. It's you have the fact, you can explain that. uh, Otherwise, you need to be adaptive to that, accepting that change. And the sixth one I have listed here is the ethical decision making. Okay, many times this decision makings are happening, but it's not happening in an ethical way. And some people doing a lot of favorisms, and to make a few people happy, or making their bosses or managers to make happy people, are doing some ethical, non unethical decision making. So should have the ethical decision making. And even to get the job, some people are trying to find the short ways to hide their development areas or their weaknesses. So better not to do such things. So do the ethical decision making, and that will help you in the corporate for a long term career growth also. It's not only for the short term. This up to the leadership team to recognize the gaps, and they can partner with the learning and development teams to explore the ways to fill them. So nowadays, like they're hiring the consultants or coaches like me to do this kind of gap filling, and many organization leadership is realizing it. The bigger organizations, they have their own L&D division, and they are proactively preparing and coming with the training programs. But the skill gaps are not equal when it comes to time to address them, because when you are addressing, maybe you are realizing this gap, but while you are addressing, if there is a huge gap on the time perspective, so again you may need to go through that cycle again. So better if you are aware about the gap, immediately try to fill that gap. Uh, don't take much time on addressing it. And while we know this kind of a gap is there, and how to bring this soft skill programs, either if you are individual or you are a small or mid-sized organization or bigger organization, there's a challenges are there while we run this soft skill programs to make many people to enable or individuals to learn on these soft skills. Actually, why these soft skills are very hard to measure? It is not easy to measure them very. It's easy. You can ask them to do some task and they perform it, and you can use the quantitative measures for these skills. But when you are creating the assessments for the soft skills, like time management, it's just as important, but more nuanced and contextual also. So it's not very easy to measure that. So to overcome this challenge, when we are developing the training, or if you are going through the training on time management, better you focus on scenario based knowledge checks, and do some role plays, and also some other context based sessions you have it, or have a qualitative measurements of learning. Okay, so that you know that you are on the right path. And for example, you can prepare some checklist kind of thing to observe the behaviors to look from the person who's undergoing the training, or you are already going through the training, so you see that what is the difference you are making after by learning this soft skill. So that's the way you can overcome that challenge. And the second challenge I will see, like this, hard skills trainings are can be done one time, okay, but the soft skills cannot done only one time. That's what happening nowadays. Like people, they do it 3 days, 1 week workshop. After that, they are forgetting everything. So it's soft skills needed the repeated effort. So you may need to do it monthly wise or sometime weekly wise. So if it depends on the learning, or the skill need to be taught to the people. So based on that, this repeated effort can be sequentially we can put it. And for any training program, the follow up and follow through are key to making the lasting change in behavior. Okay, so for soft skills also, such as leadership skills, if you are really want to learn the leadership skills, the real growth will only occur after repeated effort and repeated practice. And in that, the feedback from others and are going to give the much reflection. This is the place many people get stuck. So they are not ready to receive the feedback from others, and they think what they learned, what they are practicing is right, and this is the way I learned it, and this is the right thing to do. They are just going with that flow. So better collect the feedback so that you will have better understanding. Are you in the right path? Okay, how to overcome the challenge? Like when you are developing the any training program for the soft skills, uh, or if you are building any short-term signed training event, then it is not going to help you. So better have a long-term learning program. Um, you need to have some milestones. Each milestone you can think about uh, from where to where you have moved, and you collect the feedback and see how much you got improved and how much you need to more improve. And if you are a leader, and if you are a manager, you are handling the team members, you have put them under the training. So just check that before training, pre-training and post-training, how they are doing it, and you give them opportunities how to reinforce and extend the practice what they have learned. Okay, so that over the course of the year, you can incentivize for this continuous learning and participating, and also expecting them to make the changes in very consistent way. So these things may not happen over the night, so you need to give them a time for to learn. Or if you are an individual, you also cannot expect that things will change over the night. You need to practice more and more so that you can build the competency in that. um, See, some of this, the third challenge I will see, some of the skills are very harder to learn the others, because some of them are very easy to learn, some of them are very tough to learn. So, especially when you are developing soft skills, you maybe feel that it's impossible. Like, for example, if you are a shy person, and you have to develop yourself for becoming a public speaker, you may think it's impossible, but it's tough. But in practice, and if you are come out of your comfort zone, I think that is also doable. And sometimes people get into that kind of a situation. To overcome that challenge, it's only the motivation to change is the key to develop that skill. Okay, and nothing else can help you to develop it. And this kind of skills are natural part of an individual's personality. Okay, so it's not, some people may have a naturally that ability to do that, some people may not have that. So it's depends on the individual's personality. And especially this kind of a programs must include a strong WIIFM. Do you know what is WIIFM? I'll come to the questions, Purab and Jayesh. Do you know what is WIIFM? It's basically what is in it for me. Okay, so if that is very clear, I think the learners understand that by developing that skill, they will further their personal aims and goals. They can learn anything. So that's the understanding we have to give. And if you are an individual, you are learning on your own, or you aspire to learn, so you just understand what is in it for me. So if you are clear on that, it's, you can easily overcome any skills which are uh, you want to learn it and develop it. There's a question: what is the difference between soft skill and hard skill? See, the technology, core, functional, domain knowledge, these are the skills are hard skills. And soft skills are whatever, like we said, teamwork, collaboration, and analytical skills. So these are the considered as a soft skills. So that is the difference between hard and soft skills. Okay, so it's more this hard skills can be trained easily, and you can able to learn quickly also. But soft skills are little tough to learn, and you need to practice more and more. But technical skills and the core domain skills, so one time if you learn, I think that will remain with you for a long time. So that's the difference between hard and soft skills. We'll see the fourth challenge. Okay, so actually, you have asked that question in the right time. See, you can teach someone to fish, okay, but you cannot teach them to enjoy fishing. That's the difference between, I can see, hard skills and soft skill also. So to fish is it's very easy. Like you can tell them how you can feed that and what is the arm position. So technically you can explain them and do that, but you cannot teach somebody that soft skill enjoy fishing. Okay, so that's the one of the aspect looking soft skill versus hard skill. And hard skills are balancing, like for example, balancing an account ledger that do not depend as much on learners' personality traits. Okay, so but developing the soft skills like relationship building, it requires understanding themselves first, then the need for change, and having a desire to change, and developing the new habits that solidify the change. So many things got involved in soft skills, but for hard skills it's simple. It's a straightforward and you can learn it very quickly. To overcome this kind of fun, so you never rush into this any soft skills training, and you must decide to them yourself to change and learn and develop the new habits. If you are ready to come out of your comfort zone and do all this, then it's very easy for you to learn the soft skills. And these questions I will always ask: why are the soft skills are not so soft? This is the question I asked when I do this any workshops or coaching sessions with the people, because this relationship buildings are nowadays getting more and more tough in workplace or personal or in social. Okay, so why so soft? That's the question. Okay, it's basically the motivation to change is the key to develop this any soft skills, and that are not the natural part of any individual's personality. So better you understand yourself, and then you know where you have to improve and where you need to really need to make the changes. So based on that, you can go for the soft skills trainings. Okay, and the final challenge, what I so far like collected from the people, basically it's not about you, it's about me. Okay, and when you are learning like any soft skills, for example, communication skills are deeply rooted in the individual's personalities. Okay, and it's related to your habits and the life experiences also, and your environment. Okay, without understanding of the self and how this experiences influences the habits and soft skills, and learning could make the any participants of this program, or if you are the participant, it's feel very inauthentic and fake also. Many times people will they will express that they are understanding, but they nod the head and they show some expression that they thorough with the subject, but when they are practicing, they are struggling to do that. So that's the difference in learning the soft skills and practicing them, and becoming that one. So it's all we can say: knowing, doing, being. Okay, so a soft skill is more push you to being. Okay, but hard skill is if you know and if you are doing, it's you can able to manage and you can survive. But soft skill is it's more moving towards to being. So these are the challenges like we have, and you can overcome. And the best way to be the part of the team. Don't try to do it on your own. Okay, and be with the team, so it's very easy to learn quickly. And when you are working with your leaders, or when you work with the coaches or mentors, like they and any of the experts on these areas, like they will give some models, and that helps you to learn it very quickly, and also it will you can share and get the feedback from others and learn as a team. So that really helps you to overcome this kind of challenges. And don't force feed any kind of training. And this uh, WIAFM is very much important. And even if you are the team lead or team manager, your team member have to go through the soft skills. If they are not convinced, better you show them that WIAFM, and then even you share the modeling and practice, the feedback mechanism, and the reflection in activities, how it is going to help, and build the ways to measure their success, so that they will get convinced, and they will go through this kind of training programs. And if you think if this is only now, this skills are more demand, not like that. It was there earlier. It's going to be in demand in future also. By 2030, not only the professionals, even all the workers will need to increase their social skills, emotional intelligence, and cognitive capabilities. Okay, so many of the soft skills can be developed through the training, coaching, and mentoring. So especially for people who are aspiring to become the leaders, so you need to choose this coaching and mentoring path, so that you will get the experts guidance to become a very good leader in future. So these are the thoughts I thought will helpful to all of. Let's see the questions. Okay, and how to improve soft skills like emotional intelligence. It's a Jay's. It's a different topic. Okay, and if you have to do it, um, your physical body and your mind and your energy, all three of them should be need to be balanced. And also your thought patterns. So it's a totally different subject. We cannot easily say if you do this, you can improve your emotional intelligence. Okay, maybe we'll address that in a separate topic. Or if any psychology experts have done it in psychology, but I'm not so expert in that. So maybe you can attend any such sessions that will help you. But don't limit yourself. Maybe you can explore with asking this kind of questions in Quora or LinkedIn, so you may get guidance from many people. Okay, but I'm having very limited exposure on that emotional intelligence part, because it's I have a different aspect. To explain that, I need more time. Okay, whatever the limited one which I know. Okay, what's the other question? What are the soft skills we need to have and upgrade ourselves? I hope I covered that, Ankat. You have any specific question on that? What I have covered, you can put it here. So Purab, hope you got the answer for the hard skills versus soft skills. See, I'm going to have some more sessions on the soft skills. It's kind of we have started, and we are going to cover more on that. Okay, thanks, Ankat, for confirming. Any other questions, or you have any perspectives on soft skills? Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, we will close the session. And maybe you follow in Creator Club. We will have I have planned for 2 to 3 more sessions, like totally 4 sessions on the soft skill side. So we will have more insight about why this soft skills are very much important and how it is going to help for your career growth also. So when is the next session? Either next Thursday or next to next Thursday, like 20th October, or it will be on 27th. Okay. Thank you so much, and thanks for your time and joining with me today. Thank you. Thanks, Purab. Thanks, Jace.